Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, June 22nd, 2022. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you transform your life to become the best version of yourself. We do that by teaching you how to successfully currency trade using our proprietary trading indicators. And we believe our indicators are so good that once we've trained you how to trade with them, that will let you trade with company funds and split the profit. Purpose of this session is twofold. One is to show you one of our many trading signals, and two, to kind of give you some confidence that when you know what you're doing, the signals work. So with that, let's jump into it. We first need to start by listening to this guy.
The following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. In addition to the live trades that I do on Tuesday and Thursday morning and Monday afternoon, so long as it's not a holiday. Every day at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. It tends to be a little scalp trade, and every evening at 10 p.m. we also do a live trade. And then one of the keys to being able to be a successful trader is that you have that constant feedback and training in terms of improving your skills. Every Wednesday evening we've got an advanced member meeting. Every Saturday morning we've got a back to the basics where we're continually reviewing strategies, taking questions, and just helping you get better. I like to work off of a checklist that kind of helps me stay focused and make sure I'm not missing anything. Every day, good practice to restart your green chart. It clears out the memory and also picks up any updates that might have been programmed. Good habit at the end of every day is to review that day's trading activity, and specifically spending a little time looking at the trades that didn't go as well as you thought they should, and trying to ascertain why they didn't. Last night we took on the overnight trade, both trades closed successfully, and on Tuesday's live trade that closed successfully. But this review cycle is important to helping yourself get better. We are technical traders. Technical traders means that we're trading based on the price action, and that helps us. The price action helps us determine the direction of the move. If we can get the direction of the move, we can make money off of it. Currency, however, also is impacted by what's going on in the world. And we want to know what those activities are or announcements might be so that we can trade around them. And we figure that out by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And it's these high impact items we want to kind of trade around. My rule of thumb is I kind of want to be out of something 2 hours beforehand, just because this information leaks beforehand and it starts to impact the price. So the indicator doesn't perform as well because the move is being caused by the news. So we've got something on the pound this morning. Earlier, something on the Swiss franc. This USD. He must be in Europe or something where he's speaking. Usually we ignore the orange items, or at least I ignore them. So we've got the pound this morning at 8:30. We've got unemployment claims on the USD, and then at 10 a.m. Fed Chairman Powell is speaking. So we'll stay away from the USD. Here we don't know. This is a pre-published number, unemployment claims. They already know what this is. What he is going to say, that doesn't circulate as well. But it's probably going to be about raising interest rates soon. So, and then even though you know the news, the question is, what's the expectation against the market? And the expectation against what the market thinks he's going to say is what's going to cause the change in price. So we're going to stay away from the USD and the pound this morning. So with that, let's jump into, or let me just review this. We've got a dozen different signals, and when we train you, we're going to create a trade plan specifically for you based on your availability to trade. Some people only have, an hour a day to trade. Other people have more time, like me. Even though I have more time, I only trade about 90 minutes a day. The signal I like and fits my kind of lifestyle and risk preferences are the 10-point trade signal. I trade it off of a 1-hour chart. I like to be 30 minutes into the chart to take the trade. I am looking for anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, which tends to be the move between the support and resistance line. I'm going to trade within that channel. My sweet spot tends to be about 11 pips. I am looking for the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. Now that's on the 1-hour chart. On the overnight chart, when I send out that overnight trade, I expect that to close in the middle of the night. And what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up in one direction. And the better I'm able to do that, the higher the chance the trade is going to do what I want, and I'm going to be able to make some money. And I really only need a couple trades a day to make some money. And I've already done that. I've already got two trades on the books from last night. So with that, we're going to trade off of the light 6 major chart, which is one of the charts in the standard indicator or standard charts. And I start on this light 6 major chart. Is showing me 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, they're all USD based. I know we're not going to trade the USD this morning, but still we'll take a quick look through just to see if we see what a good setup looks like. Part of this is I want you to be able to identify what good setups look like so that you can trade yourself with them when I'm not around. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market is overbought, when these lines are above the blue line, that becomes a good selling opportunity. Market's overbought, it's going to come back down. Likewise, when the lines are below the red line, the market's oversold, and that's going to be a good buying opportunity. What I want to do is catch it when the lines are below the red line and going up like we have right here. And if you see, we had three up channels during the course of the 3 hours, or the 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get a move through the channel, either going up or going down. So when the lines are above, I'm looking for them all to be pointed, the lines to be pointed down. So here we're overbought, but the lines are kind of sideways. So I don't have the setup that I'm looking for. Once I have the setup here, then I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and see how many lines support what I'm seeing here. But right now, let's go to the next. We don't have anything on the Australian USD. Euro USD, we just reached the overbought. Minors are going sideways and the majors are going sideways. So we're going to wait. Hasn't quite turned yet. Pound USD. Pound USD. Overbought. Everybody's going down. And the red line is just barely crossed over the green line, and the black line has crossed over the gray. So I've got 3 points here. 1, we're overbought. 2, where the lines are pointing down, and 3, I've got what I call the double cross. Now the problem here is we've got that news coming up in 20 minutes. So I don't want to trade on this. We have good steepness in the green line. That's something else I look for. The steepness of the green line. The green line is just about to enter the channel, which is good also. So you can see steeper is better again here. See how steep the lines are when they're going up? Then it loses a little bit of gas and then it turns. And again, you see that 3-hour window to go from one end of the channel to the other end of the channel. So we're going to pass on this. But normally what I would do is then I would just jump up here, see what how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing here. The 2 orange lines are going down. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's going up, that means sell. So the dotted blue is going up. So 3 of the 4 lines are telling me sell. I need a minimum of 3 lines to tell me sell. Then I would jump down to the pressure, and I'd want the pressure lines to either be going down or the red line on top, and I don't have that here. So I'm missing one of the elements to trade off of this. USD Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. And again, I've got the double cross. The green is crossed over and the gray is crossed over. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down. So 3 points here. But I have down pressure. Weak down pressure. The red line's going down. The green line's going down. And the red line's on top. I need the lines to either be going up or the green line to be on top. You can see the slope on the green line has changed from being more steep to less steep, but that's still not enough to pull the trigger on this. And again, we've got the news coming up at 8:30, so I do not want to trade it because of the news. And that's one of the big keys is just having the patience to wait for your trade setup. But this is okay. Steepness on the green line is better than 45 degrees. Usually minimum I want is 45 degrees. Dollar Swiss franc. We're in the middle of the channel and kind of going sideways. So we're going to pass. Here's a case where the slope on the green line is less than that 45 degrees. It's approaching horizontal. USD yen. Overbought, and everybody's still going up, so it's not quite ready to turn yet. And you can see there are situations, it's just not part of my trading plan, where you can make you can make 10 pips when it's overbought. So here's a case where you could have gotten almost 30 pips overbought. You know, once it turned here, there were 30 pips this direction. So you can get it. It just it's not part of my trading plan. You may decide, you know what, I like these. I like what's happening here because there are trade-offs. You know, clearly you've got up pressure here, plus you got the green line on top. So you'll develop your own feel for what you like to trade. So let's go to the next chart. This next chart is non-USD pairs. Euro pound. We get that pound news, and it looks like it's having some impact. This is a nice signal. Oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, the green line and the gray line are on top. So 3 points here. Those are the 3 points. I got a plus because of the steepness of the green line. I've got a plus because the lines are clustered. The signal tends to be stronger when all the lines are close together. And then I like it that we're kind of already, we're going into the channel. So this is nice. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the floor telling me a buy. I've got weak up pressure. Both the red and the green line are going up. So I've got a point here. So this is a nice signal. Now, normally what I would do is go and confirm the signal, but because this is on the pound and there's going to be news on the pound in just a few minutes, I'm not going to trade it. I'm going to just pass. Euro or Australian dollar, yen, overbought. Minors are going up. Majors are starting to turn. This is not a good time to trade the Australian dollar yen because it's evening in both of these markets. So on a 1 hour chart, I don't want to be trading in the evening because I want activity to be going on so that there's good movement. Again, this is what we're looking for. Everybody going up, and I want to ride it through the channel. And you see over the last 5 hours, this was a nice move. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought, reaching overbought, still going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, approaching oversold. Majors still going down, minors starting to turn. Again, not a good time. It's evening in both of these markets. Pound yen, overbought, starting to turn, but haven't really sideways here. So we're going to hold off. Euro Australian dollar, oversold. Majors are kind of going up, but really more sideways. Minors sideways, majors sideways. So nothing here. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen, overbought. Everybody's sideways. Euro New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar, oversold and going down quite steeply. Again, we've got news coming up, so we're not going to trade. New Zealand dollar, yen, overbought. Majors still going up. Minors are sideways. They started to come down, but they kind of switched. New Zealand dollar, USD, overbought, sideways. Euro Swiss franc, overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors still going up. So nothing there yet. Let's go to our fourth pair, our fourth set. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, overbought going up. Swiss franc yen just reaching overbought, going up. Euro yen, overbought. Everybody's sideways. Pound, Australian dollar, we have a disagreement. Majors going down, minors going up. I want everybody to agree. The more I get everybody to agree, the higher the probability the trade's going to do what I want. I do pay more attention to what the red and green line are doing. And sometimes I specifically just isolate on the green line. Swiss franc, yen, New Zealand, Swiss franc, disagreement, majors still going up, minors have started to turn. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought, everybody's going down. I do have the double cross here. The red is crossed over the green. Black is crossed over the gray. So I technically have 3 points here. What I don't like is the steepness of the green line. Steepness of the green line is a little bit less than 45 degrees or right about 45 degrees. I don't like that. 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So I do have 3 of the 4 here. I've got up pressure with green on top. It's starting to roll. You can see the green line has gone from more steep to less steep to less steep, but it still quite hasn't turned yet. And while we're talking here, we're losing the crossover, the double cross. The red isn't on top of the green anymore, hasn't crossed over the green. So, excuse me, we're going to pass. So now, again, one of the nice things, so we didn't see a setup with the 10-point signal, but we've got a dozen different signals. So I'm going to just take a look at a little scalp signal and see if I can find a trade, a quick 5-pip trade. Again, I do this off of the 1-hour chart. So this is going to be a different signal. I want it to be daytime, while in one of the markets. I'm going to take the trade when there's 5 minutes remaining in the hour. So right now, if you look over here, there's 7 minutes. So by the time we figure something out, we'll be at the 5 or under. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for what the position of the thick orange line is. Here's the thick orange line, and it is a scaled number. When it is as low as it can go, it's at 0, and the number shown up here. When it's as high as it can go, you can see it, it's at 10. When it's at 10, it thinks there's no more up in the movement. If there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. Likewise, if it's at 0 and there's no more, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So I want to look for this number to be a 0 or a 10, or within 1 point of either end. And then when I see that, I'm going to confirm it by looking at where the position of the red line is on the majors. So 3 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 6 isn't close enough. I want it to be 0 or 10 or within 1. 5 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 10, yes. And we have been overbought. Wow, so here we've got 10. And here we have, so I've got part 1 of the trade. Part 2 of the trade is, what is the position of the red line? I want it to be maybe a 1/4 of an inch above the blue line, and it is way above the blue line. It's almost an inch above, about as high as you can go. So I've got condition 1 and condition 2. You can kind of think of it as like a rubber band. I'm pulling the rubber band, and when the candle snaps, or when the candle changes to a new hour, it's like letting go of the rubber band. There'll be a little snap, and I can get 5 pips off of that. You can see it's been 10 for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. But 4 hours ago, the lines were down here. Then they pulled up. They weren't quite. So last hour, you might have taken this trade. you would have had the signal. We're going to take it now. So we're going to take a 5 pip sell on the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So you can do it in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, open up your MetaTrader. This is a demo account. So first I'm going to see Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. I do not have that open here. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be down in this third group. So I'm going to look for Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and here it is. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put it on the 1 hour candle. So I am, actually I want to see what the spread is. Spread is 8 points, just under a pip. So that's okay. This trade is worth 1 pip, or excuse me, 5 pips. I'm willing to pay up to 1 pip to do that. So I'm going to go to new order. I've got $9,600 in this account. My lot size is going to be, to figure out my lot size, I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So that's a 0.96. So 0.96, I can take anywhere from a 0.5 lot size up to a 0.2 lot size. I am going to take a 1 lot size on this. 0.96 is basically 1 market execution, and I'm going to go sell by market. It records it. I'm going to right click on it to modify. Now I'm going to add my take profit and stop loss. This trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. If I put 50 in here and click the little blue button, it's going to do the math for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 stop loss on this. 4-to-1, this trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So if I win 9 trades for 5 pips, that's 45 pips, and lose 1 for 20 pips, 45 minus 20 is 25. So I'm going to be 25 pips ahead of the game. Now, the only other thing I want to check is I want to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So I got in at 0.89356. So if I take 5 pips away from this, I'm going to go to 0.89306. 0.89306. So I'm going to adjust this so I get my full 5 pips. And I click this red button, modify. It's going to record, put in my stop loss and take profit. So here's my take profit. Here's my stop loss. So we took a sell on the AUD CAD using the thick orange line with a take profit of 0.89306. That's 0.89306, and a stop loss of 0.89555. I am going to expect this to close within the next hour. Let's see what else, if we've got anything else here. Let's go to the next group. So I'm looking for a 0 or 10, or within 1 point of either. So 6 isn't close enough. 9, yes, that's within 1 of 10. Red line is well above the blue line. So I've got both elements here, but I'm not going to trade this because the US dollar has news on it. US dollar has news on it, so I'm going to hold off. 8 isn't close enough. 1 isn't close enough. 1 isn't close enough. 3.14, no. So let's go to the next group. 4 isn't close enough. Again, I'm looking for 0 or 10. 6.9, 0.5. Yes, that's close enough. Line is down here. But look where my red line is. My red line is short of the oversold line. I want him on the other side of the oversold line. Kind of want him down closer to where the black line is. So I don't have both elements here. 9, yes. But again, look where so this is within 1 of 10. but my red line is just touching the blue line. I want it to be a little further up above the blue line. 8.4, no. 3.4, no. And then let's go to this last guy. 6, no. 0, yes. But my lines are in the middle of the channel, so we're going to pass. No, no, yes. This is okay. Whoa. But again, we get that news on the USD, so we're not gonna trade it. And going back, we should be getting. I'm not sure why this hasn't closed yet, but it should close. We're getting that little snap that I was talking about on our auto Canadian dollar. So not sure quite why it hasn't closed out yet, but it should close out. Okay, gang, thanks so much for joining me this morning. We will reconvene again Monday at 3:30. Our goal here is to help provide you with a financial lifestyle that you're looking for, and also the ability to do what you want when you want to do it by only having to work a little bit every day. Thanks so much. If you have any questions, you can reach me. Best way to get a hold of me is to schedule some time with me, and you can do that by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Thanks so much, and we will see you Monday. Bye-bye.